Yeah, sorry. I was not able to link, so I think we are connected. So we will be starting with the session. Again, we'll briefly describe the whole thing. The session is for anyone who's writing the aptitude examination, where here we focus on things, how to solve things better, faster, shortcut methods, etc. Yeah, hi Ray, hi Showman. So yeah, so we'll be looking at a few questions and looking at how to approach the questions and how to solve things fast. Anyone who's writing the aptitude examination, approaches always help people look out for shortcuts. And this is one way I'm trying to bring about shortcut methods that are useful for the examination. So we will be doing the similar sums again and again so that you can get reinforced over a period of time. Yeah, hello, yeah. So why the session important is because if you learn tricks, turns which can help you solve faster on a shorter period of time, that will basically help you solve more number of questions in the examination. Okay, just wanted to check. Can you hear me? I mean, is there a problem with the sound? Can you hear me? Just trying out a new sound system. Someone is saying that there is a sound problem, so just let me know for sure is there a sound problem. Or can you hear me clearly? Now, put it in the chat box and let me know. Oh, two mics on. Okay, distorted. Okay, just give me a minute. I will just try to echo is there. Fine. Let me just sort it out and then maybe we will start all over again. Right? Just give me a minute. Yeah. Can you hear me now? I'm just trying to figure it out. Can you hear me? Is it better? Can you hear me? Do you all want me to change something? Just let me know. So can you hear me now? Is the echo still there? Yes is, can you hear me? Yeah, audible, fine, perfect. Yes could mean there is an echo, yes could mean this. More clarity needed. Yeah, hopefully we'll try to get it next time. Just trying to experiment and trying to figure out any other way we could have a system. Not sure where things are working, but let's see. My video has got stuck. I'm not going back, so let the video be as it is, and let's try to go forward with the sums. We're doing the first sum. Try solving it. Okay, great. At least, okay. Why is this more important? We can look at a video later on. Okay, let's start with this. I mean, if you are comfortable, any of you are comfortable with the concepts of mathematics, then try to solve things orally. A lot of these sums can be solved orally if you are really comfortable with the mathematics. Those who are not, I would recommend you to write and then try to solve. Orally is one of the last stages of preparation. So when you are really good and you feel that you can really solve fast, that's the point when you try to solve orally. Otherwise, basically, try to use the concepts and try to solve. Yeah, try to get the answer for this. So you have a circle, two chords each side, parallel. You want a distance between the two chords. Normally when you solve, these sums you solve, you look out for a right angle triangle, because if you look at it becomes this. This is 65, this is 65, and you want distance between the two chords. So if this is 104, normally when you have right angle triangle, look at triplets. So if you have 104 out here, you have 52 out here. You realize both 52 and 65 are a multiple of 13. 15 fours are 52, 13 fours are 52, 13 5s is 65. Remember, 3 4 5 is a triplet. 13 3 is a 39. Okay, it is 13 into 3 39, 13 into 4 52, 13 into 5 65. From that you can get this length as 39. The other one is 60. You can make out the ratio is 13:12. The moment you see 13 and 12, you see a third is 5. 5 12 13 is a triplet. 13 5s are 65, 12 5s are 60, so 5 5s are 25. So this becomes 25, this becomes 39, the total length becomes 64 straight away. Now triplets are very important because a lot of sums CAT and ZAT have, even in other exams, if you know the triplets you can make it faster. So here, moment I see 65, I could first of all think of 5 12 13. 5 12 13 is nothing but 25 60 65. So from that, from 120 I get this 25 straight away. Okay, 5 12 13 I get. So 13 5 is 65, 12 5 is 60, so 5 5 is 25. In the next case, this is 65, this is 52, 13 4 and 5 ratio. This has to be 3 3 13 is the 39, 3 4 13 is the 52, 5 13 is the 65. So automatically you can make out this is 39, and that's the answer. So 39 plus 25 will give you 64. Understand that you need to know the basic 3 4 5, 5 12 13, 7 24 25 and 8 15 7. These are the 4 triplets you should know by heart. The moment you see a multiple of 17, you should know it's a triplet. The moment you see a multiple of 13, you should know it's a triplet. You can apply the triplet accordingly. Apart from that, though not useful for the end exam, any odd number can get a triplet. For example, if I say 9, 9 square is 81, and break it up into 40 and 41, difference of 1. So 9, 40, 41 is a triplet. Same with 11, 11 square is 121. Break it up into 60 and 61. So 11, 60, 61 is a triplet. Any odd number, like 3, 3 square is 9, 9 is broken up into 4 and 5, difference of 1. 5 square 25, 12 and 13. 7 square 49, 24 25. So any odd number would give you a triplet. You can form a triplet, but at least these 4 triplets you should know by heart. Rest of them it's okay, you can ignore it. Right? So we go to next sum. Again, if you feel you're good, you can solve it totally great. If not, try. Though it looks like a complicated algebra sum, but it is not. You can solve it easily if you understand how to go about solving it. A lot of inequalities sum can be easily solved, taking the help of the options. A lot of people believe inequality is tough, but most of the sums that come in inequality in the examination are comparatively easy and can be solved easily. So a lot of inequality sum can be easily solved using options and using simple techniques which are there. Hi Devendra. One of the ways of solving inequality basically is see x cube minus 1 is less than x square minus x. It's an inequality sum, right? The key is, in an inequality, the first thing you should do is make it equal to. That's the first thing I say. Make it equal to and solve. Second is use the option. Look at the option which will give you equal to on both the sides. The easiest option to substitute is 0. If I substitute 0, what do I get? I get my minus 1 equal to 0. But minus 1 is not equal to 0. So this cannot be the answer. When you substitute the option, both the sides should be equal. If I substitute 0, I am not getting equal on both the sides. So C cannot be the answer. If I put x equal to 0. If I put x equal to 1, that is, I am putting the option 1. What do I get? 1 cube minus 1, 1 square minus 1, 0 equal to 0. Which means answer has to be A or D. It cannot be B again. Because at 1 I am getting equal on both the sides. The moment you get equal on both the sides, it's called a borderline condition. In a borderline condition, that's for inequality sum. When you substitute the option, you get equal on both the sides. So that has to be part of the answer. So which means A and D are both possible answers because they have 1 in it. Because at 1 you get equal on both the sides. Now which one can be the answer? Now put one of them and put one value. Say x equal to 10 and check out. X equal to 10 satisfies the D option. Right? So put 10. If I look at 1000 minus 1, 100 minus 10. This is more. So it doesn't satisfy. It should be less. Since it doesn't satisfy, therefore D cannot be the answer. Answer has to be A option straight away. Right? So key is substitute 0. You say it's not equal on both the sides, so C cannot be the answer. It's the easiest thing to substitute 0. Substitute 1. You see equal on both the sides, so answer has to be A or D. Now from A or D, which is the answer? Put one value, 10. If I put 10, I see the left hand side is bigger than right hand side, which is not what is required. So D cannot be the answer. So answer will be A option. And straight away mark the answer as A. Inequality, most of the sums are simple techniques. Using options, substituting values, you get the answer easily. Again, if you are good, as I repeat, you can solve this orally. But yes, there's no harm in using pen and paper. Use a simple concept and try to answer. Here we'll be using, again I put it across, the ratio concept. Ratio is a very useful concept, specifically in work, time with distance, boat, and some other sums as well, apart from these topics. It's a very useful ratio. Be comfortable with it because it has application in a lot of different type of sums. So try to be comfortable with ratios. How many times the speed of the stream is the speed of the boat upstream? So basically we want the ratio of speed of boat upstream upon speed of stream. Okay, let's start. If it takes 50% more time to row upstream over a distance than it takes to row downstream. So we have upstream and downstream, let's say. Okay, and let's say the time 50% more time. So 50% more time means if this time is 100 downstream, upstream time is 150, or the ratio becomes 3:2. The ratio of time. Okay, ratio of time is 3:2. If the ratio of time is 3:2, ratio of the speed will be 2:3, inversely proportional, because more the time, less the speed. And if you know the speed of the boat or speed of the stream, if you know speed of the stream is nothing but downstream speed minus upstream speed upon 2, which is 3 minus 2 upon 2, which is 0.5. Speed of stream is nothing but difference upon 2, that is 3 minus 2 upon 2, which is 0.5. Once you get that, then you can substitute out here. What is speed of upstream speed? 2. What is speed of stream? 0.5. You will get the answer as 4. A option. Right? So upstream speed to downstream speed is 3:2. If upstream speed to downstream speed is 3:2, because 50% more is 3:2. So ratio of the speed will be 2:3. Time is 3:2, speed is 2:3. Speed of stream is 0.5. 3 minus 2 upon 2, which is 0.5. We want a ratio of 2 upon 0.5. And 2 upon 0.5 is nothing but 4. So you get the answer as A option. Right? So no concept of ratios. Ratio is very important concept to get the answers quickly. And quite a few sums. So if you're comfortable with it, it helps you to solve fast. Right? Again, if you're comfortable, try to solve orally. I'm taking sums which you can solve orally, it helps. How to avoid confusion while applying any concept while solving a problem? Practice. I think if you keep on using a similar concept again and again, you may make mistakes initially where you get confused and you go wrong. Go back, check why have you gone wrong, learn from it, and that's where you'll try to improve. Right? So the key is keep on going back and trying to practice and trying to go back. Okay, again, one more important concept in the examination is something called cross multiplication. I mean, if you can know cross multiplication, you can obviously solve things faster. Out here, your profit has increased from 10% to 25%. So 15% which is there, I mean, if I directly do, 15% that extra profit stands for 1200. You want cost price. So 100 stands for how much? If you look at 12 is 4/5 of 15. If I look at 12 is 4/5 of 15. So 4/5 of 100 is 80. You will get 8000 as the answer. Cross multiplication. Or basically you can do 1200 into 100 upon 15. Okay, normally how you go about solving is assume cost price is 100. So if profit is 10, so your selling price becomes 110. If cost price is 100, profit is 25, and selling price becomes 125. Right? So difference, which is, I mean, you can take 100x if you're not comfortable with 100. I normally take this one, but you can take 100x. So difference in selling price, that is 125x minus 110x is equal to 1200, or 15x is 1200, or x is equal to 1200 upon 15, which give you 80. So cost price becomes 100x, which is 8000. But yeah, try to cross multiply and try to solve orally. That's always better way of solving than maybe trying to form equation. Equation is one of the slowest way of trying to get it. Waste time because it's write down the whole equation and try to get the answer. Trying to do it mentally is always better. And knowing techniques slowly and steadily will help you to solve things faster. Again, one more concept that is used out here. one of the methods or one of the techniques that are normally used, and then this may not be very useful in this specific exam, though it helps to some extent, is elimination of options using multiples. So if I use where you can get multiples, 5 years ago A was twice as old as B. Okay, 5 years ago A was twice as old as B. That means 5 years ago their total, this is the current total age. I mean, what the option is the present ages, sum of the present ages. So 5 years ago the sum of the ages will be minus 10, which is 18. This is 5 years ago total age. Okay, 5 years ago total age will be minus 10 because each of them will be 5 years less. So both of them put together will be 10 years less. If you subtract, it becomes 18, 24, 29 and 38. It should be a multiple of 3 because A was twice as old as B, because a ratio of A is to B is 2:1. That means total has to be a multiple of 3. So I can eliminate C and D option. Sometimes you can eliminate 3 options, you directly get the answer, you can mark the answer. In some of the cases, you can eliminate 3 options, get one answer, you can directly mark the answer. Okay, in this particular case, what you're getting is, I'll repeat again, 5 years ago, that means both of them will reduce by 5. So we have to subtract 10. When you subtract 10, it should be a multiple of 3 because A is twice as B. So you have two options which is multiple of 3, 18 and 24. You can eliminate 29 and 38 because they are not a multiple of 3. That means 5 years ago, if I look at the first option, this becomes 12 and 6 for A and B. And here, okay, if you look at it, it becomes 8 and 16. This is 5 years ago. So today, the age will be plus 5, 17 and 11. Okay, out here it will be plus 5, 21 and 8 plus 5, 13. Now you can use the concept of whichever. So if I use that, 3 times the age of A, if I multiply this by 3, becomes 63, is 11 more than 4 times the age of B, 52. If you look at plus 11, satisfies. Therefore the answer is B option. A option will not satisfy in that case. You can form an equation. I'll also form an equation and let you know. So let's A is B, B's age be B. 3 times A age is equal to 11 more than 4 times B age, 4B plus 11. One equation. And second is 5 years ago, A minus 5 is twice B minus 5. Second equation. So you can solve simultaneously and get the answer. So this is how you can solve the equations. 2 equation, 2 variable, try to solve simultaneously, you get the answer. Right? And I would prefer multiple approach. Sometimes what happens, you get it quite fast. You see multiple of 3 after subtracting 10. 2 options are multiple of 3. If 3 options gets eliminated, you get answer directly. Your 2 options get eliminated, you have 2 options left. Break it up into 2:1. This is 5 years ago. So today plus 5, you get the age today. And then look at the second condition. Multiply by 3, multiply by 4, it should be plus 11. B option satisfies. So that will be the answer. Right? Hope it's clear. So just brushing up, I mean, this is what we did today. Brushing up concept, triplets, a very important concept. We'll be using it again. I've solved quite a few CAT sums and ZAT sums using this concept of triplets quite fast. I mean, you see a number 13 or a multiple of 13, you can make out triplets, substitute, get the answer immediately. Inequality also comparatively very easy. Convert inequality to equality and substitute the option to check out the borderline condition. Becomes easy to solve the sum, eliminate the option. Here ratio, workmate ratio method is very useful. Ensure that you understand the ratio method and solve. Okay, we'll come up more sums with ratio method. Fourth, cross multiplication is very useful. I mean, quite a few sums can be solved by cross multiplication. At least part of the sum at least can be solved by cross multiplication. And last is multiples. So use multiples to eliminate the option. Multiple of 3 we use out here. It helps to eliminate option, get few options and then substitute the options. So we looked at a few concepts that are quite useful. Try to understand this concept and try to apply this on a regular basis. That's where you will try to improve. And we meet every Wednesday to come up with, look at new concepts, different ways of solving and try to learn from them. Okay, so we'll wind up here. Good night and see you in the next session. Next Wednesday at 10:15. You can send me questions and maybe I can take it in the class. If you have any questions that you want me to take up in the class, you can send it across and I will take up in the class. Right. Good night.